Pain and sacrifice are like the bouncer at club success. Right? Think of success like a nightclub. You wait in line. The hot girls getting free. They don't have to wait in line. They come in with all their friends. They blow right past you. All the guys, they're waiting in line. They got to see the bouncer before they get in. But he's not checking for your IDs, player. He's checking to see if you are soft and or weak. And if you are either one, you ain't gonna get let in the club success. But here's the thing. The toughest among us, the ones who are most willing to endure and the most willing to sacrifice, man, not only do they get in, they pop bottles in there. They in the VIP, standing on the couch with Chris Brown in them. That's who them hot girls came to see. But you may be thinking, man, oh shit, sacrifice. Oh, I want to enjoy life. Shut up, loser. Any asshole can enjoy life. We're talking about success. All right, now check this out. Sacrifice, you may be thinking it's a bad thing, but I want you to understand that even if you don't sacrifice for your goals, let's say you don't do it. You say, fuck it, I just want to enjoy life. You still make a sacrifice. Because if you're not willing to sacrifice for your goals, then the goals become the sacrifice. So you got to make a sacrifice either way, dummy. It's just which one do you want to sacrifice, man? Your goals, your dreams, your hopes, your aspirations, the respect of your children and your wife? Or you want to sacrifice some temporary, momentary pleasure? And here's the beautiful thing about sacrifice. This is a cheat code. A lot of y'all know my story. My father, he shot himself in the head, boom, blew his brains out. And I had to take care of the whole family. And I guess I could have just lived like the average 23, 24-year-old at the time. Instead, I went and got 4 jobs. I started waking up at 4 a.m., training people in the morning, boom. Then went to work security at the Prada store for like 8 hours. Then worked for my boy's moving company after that, 5 days a week, right? And on the weekends, I woke up early, trained people, and then managed a restaurant in Queens. I was the weekend manager of a barbecue restaurant in Queens on a Steinway. That was like 12, 14 hours work days every day for like 2 years. And it was a lot of sacrifice. But I had goals, baby. I was willing to sacrifice for those goals. I didn't just sit around being broke like a bitch. Come on, man. That's what you do. Not me. I'm a G. So I was sacrificing for the goals. I missed all the barbecues, and I'm black. I missed all the barbecues, all the basketball games, all the fun entertainment. I missed out on a lot of recreation. But here's the thing. When I finally started to accomplish some things and I had some opportunities to take part in recreational activities, I enjoyed it more than the people who were doing it all the time, because sacrifice makes you enjoy the thing you're sacrificing for more. Real shit. Anybody here ever fasted or went on a diet? Any of you guys? Or you all just fat? I'm sure some of you have fasted or went on a diet or something. I have some friends who do Ramadan, and when they get that first meal, it don't even have to be something good, man. They love that food so much more than me. They can be eating the same shit as me, but I can tell they're really enjoying it, because the sacrifice made them like the shit more. What else is more important is when you are consistently indulging in pleasurable activities, you get used to it. It's something called hedonistic adaptation. When you do these things that you enjoy over and over again, you keep partaking in these pleasures and luxuries, you get used to them and you don't get the same amount of pleasure that you once derived for them. For example, when I fly, I'm usually flying first class. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I can't be in back with the crying babies and the baby mamas and shit. Put me in the front of the plane. And then I do it all the time. Now, the very first time I flew first class, man, I was feeling it, man. I was like, I'm gonna make sure I don't sleep. I'm eating all the food, everybody else's food. I'm doing whatever I can. I'm really enjoying it. I'm Instagramming it and shit. I was really enjoying that experience because it was novel. However, now it's regular. And I don't get the same joy I once got from the same activity because it's normal to me. It's what I do. I take 50 to 100 flights every year. It's not a big deal anymore. Until one day I had to take a flight. I remember it was to Chicago, but it was last minute. And there was no first class flights available. I might as well go sleep under the bridge if I'm going to be flying coach with the rest of y'all. I got in that little ass seat. Remind you, I'm bigger in person, pause, than I look. And that's than I look like on video. People always say, man, you're bigger in person, pause. And I'm like, yeah, thank you. Thank you. I digress. I'm cramped up in there next to some crying babies, some other poor people. And they don't give me no food. I'm like, where's my pre-boarding drink and all this other shit? And it kind of sucked. I realized how much I didn't like it. On the way back, I flew first class again, like I'm supposed to. And I was like, oh my God. I appreciated it more, right? The sacrifice allowed me to appreciate it. I'm not saying that just to flex on you motherfuckers. If you're willing to sacrifice, it helps you get closer to your goals faster, but it also makes the things you're sacrificing more enjoyable. You start to like it more. You enjoy it more instead of just getting used to it. You got to be willing to sacrifice for your goals. I want you to think about your dreams, your aspirations. What does victory mean to you? This is victory talk. We talking about winning. Well, that's what we're here for. We're here to be champion. Think about what that means to you. What would you have to sacrifice in order to obtain it? And are you willing to sacrifice it? And it's okay if you're not. Just don't complain. Don't cry about it. If you're willing to sacrifice, man, you can have whatever you want.